Hey, we're live. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Yay, we're here. Day 4, Date Like a Unicorn. This is awesome. Welcome replay viewers. Welcome live viewers. Please do share your name in the comments and say hello. We are, only one more day after this. So if you have been participating every day, Carl Johnson is here. If you've been participating every day and coming back and watching the replays, please let us know. Let us know if you are, at this point, 3 for 3. After today, 4 for 4, or maybe it's 3 for 4. I mean, you'll have some time to catch up a little bit. Like, you can always go back, but I encourage you to, because this is something that, although it's a free 5-day experience, this is really thousands of dollars worth of content. This is the same kind of content I use with all my super loved private clients. As you start getting immersed in these ideas, in this new paradigm of love and dating, then you start changing. You have more. You're not just functioning from the autoresponders of your being that are going into fear and confusion and frustration. And you have more knowledge that if you choose to engage with it, because knowledge is only rumor until it gets into the cells, and that requires consistent practice, which is why I will be opening up a 6-week course called the Unicorn Love Experiment for those women who really want to experiment with a new way of being that honors your quirky, nerdy, smart, brilliant being, and opens up the portals for receiving greater love than you've ever had before. And is deconditioning, reprogramming, and stepping into you as the brilliant unicorn being you are, so that your person can recognize you. And it's really true. I mean, Larry and I talk about how if we hadn't done our own inner work, even a year before we met, we wouldn't have recognized each other. And that blows my mind. I absolutely would not have recognized him. And so, what could this be for you? These 5 days are the first couple pages of your love story, if you choose it, if you engage with this, if you implement these practices. And today we're going to really look at some of the core pillars, but I call this one WTF, the FLIRT, because today's, super loved step is about getting radiant, and what it means, what it takes, and how you can use your radiance and your own unique being to, find ways to connect with others. I mean, flirting is connecting with someone you're interested in. Flirting is kind of being that interruption to the status quo in a way that is playful and light, fun. I mean, flirting is meant to be fun. So, thank you. Okay. Hey, Darlene. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Heather. Somebody says I am 4 for 4. I bet you that's Heather. I'm not sure. So who else is here? Say hello. And, yesterday we went into the Getting Smart. There's a lot of things around how to relate to dating tools in a more conscious way. And some are, the modern dating world, there's just new software. There's technology that you can leverage. And, the software itself is not out to get anyone. The software itself isn't they are like this. The software, the tools are platforms. And Larry and I met online. 99% of my clients meet online because they get out of their own way and they're able to do some of the practices we've been learning so that you can create a different result. And, it's the fear, it's the judgment of yourself, but also of others. I mean, I know that we can claim to be like conscious, loving beings. And then when it comes to dating, we're like jerks, losers, I mean, that's the way I was at first, and realized, oh my gosh, these are just other people who are also looking for love. And we don't need to do that. There's no reason to do that. It's just when I turned my unicorn horn towards, oh, who am I interested in? Who am I curious about? Who would be fun to play with? Then just anything else just gets to flow away. Everything else is irrelevant. So I sort of make a joke because I remember the thing that used to like trigger me so much, and I've heard other people say this, it's like, and whatever, it's not a thing, but there was this one online dating profile picture I saw of a guy, and he was in his bathroom, shirt off, and he had like chocolate syrup, the Hershey's thing, like squirting on his, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's this person. And I noticed that I was like, oh my God, I got like nervous about it. And it just wasn't like piquing my like interest, although I guess it was. But anyway, I'm just using that example because, sometimes we're like, why make it about them? It's like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Or what's right with me? I mean, what's right with me that I got the chocolate syrup guy? Hey, that is like quite amusing. Now I'm happy. Anyway, it doesn't have to be this drama. Like as soon as we start regurgitating this is like, oh my God, it's so bad out there, da da da. Like, oh my, I'm quitting. I'm just going to be single forever. I mean, I did this whole thing where I'm like, oh my God, I'm just going to adopt 40 senior chihuahuas and live in my little house. And actually the reality is I'm going to get to do both because my person actually gets that. Like he gets that. And so how much fun can you have? Oh, hey, hi, Bia. Yay. Okay. So today we get to play with WTF, what the flirt. And I'm going to start with showing you some of the core pillars of the super love system. And if you don't know, I probably never even introduced myself in this, but there you go. I actually don't think I ever introduced myself in the series, but if you don't know, my name is Macy Matarazzo. Sometimes I go by the Reverend Lunch Lady, and I'm the creator of the super love system that helps women who are smart, quirky, often brilliant women who are ready to break down those barriers and receive extraordinary love. And so I've created the super love system, which is the art and the consciousness of finding the one. And the three core kind of pillars, I would say, and my handwriting is so bad. Okay, hold on. I should have done this before I ate all my placebos. Did you see my post? Empty. Do you hear anything? Empty. I have no more Cadbury eggs. Anyway, okay. One moment. So there's three pillars. They are the love vibe, you know, we've been using the mantra, show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what I can do. Yay, Ella's here. Awesome. I think I saw Shantara. Oh yeah, Shantara's here too. Awesome. Hey, you guys. Hi, Joy. Woo. So the mantra, show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do, because we're aware that energy is our first language. How is our energy created? A lot of ways. It's our mindset. It's how we feed our bodies. It's, you know, moving our bodies. It's all of the things that affect our energy. And for me, it's, you know, the space, it's the people I hang out with. It's a lot of different things. And I'm sure you can relate to some of that. So here are the three things. So love vibe is, you know, where the mantra comes in handy to kind of bring that out of us just by singing. And there you go. Music is also a love vibe creator. The love genius is the inner world, like addressing that deeper part of us. That is when our subconscious, which is running the show, if we have conflicting stuff going on, like our head is like, yeah, totally, I want a relationship. And then our body's like, fuck no. You know what I mean? It's really subtle like that. But it actually can be. So oftentimes the inner message is like, it's not safe. I can't do this again. I don't want to get hurt again. I can't, risk being in pain again. I mean, it's a very sensitive space, and everything is figure outable. Everything is workable. That's why I created Super Loved in the way I did, because it really does require some deeper work for most people. Most people who have experienced their life like me, when I reached my 40s and I was like, I'm still single, what the fuck? It was like, oh, I've collected a lot of beliefs around who I am, who, all the ways I'm wrong, all the ways that I do not match the woman that a guy would want, and it was all in the unconscious space. If you had asked me, I would have said, oh yeah, I'm confident, and I looked pretty confident, but there were some little core things. So the love genius piece is where you're actually honoring your unicorn you, and you're actually going to the place where there may be some barriers, the places where, your dad left when you were 5 years old, and you all of a sudden are programmed to think I scare all men away, and you're not even aware of that kind of stuff, that you can get there and change it. And then it's a totally different experience. It totally affects your love vibe in a different way. So the love genius is really that deeper work. And then the love ally is everything is relationship. Everything is relationship. Relationship is all there is. So what are your relationships like? With friends, with money, with family, with the universe, with your body. And, what is it that you can shift there? When you have love allies, I mentioned yesterday, like one of the things that was really powerful for me was the communities I created for myself. And now I'm very, sort of discerning about who I spend my time with. It's finding those communities that really feel inspiring for me. And it doesn't even require that many people necessarily, but it's like, okay, when I'm with this person, like, what does it create for me? And so finding those communities, and my hope is that the Super Love community here is one that, if you're part of the free group, that can be that. I really make sure that the messaging is, to guide us in having deeper awareness and choosing a life that is happy and healthy and uplifting. and not a place, which I won't tolerate at all, not a place where people are ranting about the crappy date they went on. That just doesn't fly for me, because that's not the consciousness that is going to serve your love story. Okay. So the love ally, who are you hanging out with? I have multiple coaches. I have, a small group of friends that I connect with that are also creators and generators and care about consciousness, and then other ways like volunteering. When I spent a lot more time volunteering, now it's less, but when you are feeling lonely, what can you do about that? Find someone lonelier than you and be the miracle for them. If you're feeling broke, donate money to something, even if it's $5. Notice what happens with your prosperity energy. Whatever the problem is, what can you do to change that for someone else, and it'll change for you? That was a bonus tip right there. So anyway, anyone relating to any of this, let's see your comments. Please engage with me. Talk about feeling lonely. I feel so happy and I get fired up when I see your comments. So definitely keep it going. So these are the 3 pillars. And when you have these 3 pillars working for you, then you are in a completely different paradigm of love. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Hello. So glad. Oh, yay. I'm glad you're here. So 3 pillars: love vibe, love genius, love ally. These are all going to completely change how you show up in the world when it comes to attracting the one. So, and I don't really love that phrase, attracting the one, but whatever. It's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really believe that there's just one. There are probably multiple people who would really be an amazing enhancement in your life. And I would hate for people to think, oh my God, there's only one person on the planet. No, I think that there are probably a lot of people, and it's destiny. So if you have the desire, it's destiny. So it's, doing these kinds of things are the way that you can go consciously create your love life. So let's talk about some of the things. Oh my gosh. Yeah. First of all, I want to remind everyone. So if we're talking about flirting, we're imagining maybe even going to a singles event, maybe being on a first date, something like that. And that can be kind of terrifying. Yeah. I know that if you've been in a relationship for a long time and you're just coming out into the dating world, it can create some anxiety, and I totally get it. So I just want to honor any of you who are feeling like, oh my God, that seems so scary, or I just suck at it, or I don't know how to flirt, or I don't know what to do, or whatever's coming up. I'm with you on it. Okay. So please stick with me, and we will really look at places where you can access this that are different. So anywhere where, all of the definitions you've had about what it means to flirt in the world, will you please destroy and uncreate that by saying yes out loud? So we're going to do that again. All of the definitions that you have about what it means to flirt in the world that aren't true for you, and all of the definitions that you don't think are about flirting that actually are true for you, will you destroy and uncreate that by saying yes out loud? I know that was probably pretty confusing to hear, but it's really this idea that whatever you think dating is, and whatever you think dating isn't that it actually is, will you destroy and uncreate it by saying yes out loud? So really noticing whatever energy is coming up to clear the slate, because if you have been like, for me, I had this idea that I needed to dress in tight clothes, or, not have a nasal voice, or, have bigger boobs, or, be like standoffish or like mysterious. And like, that just seems so complicated, like that just isn't part of my makeup. Is, I'm kind of spazzy, sometimes irreverent, sometimes tactless. And, there's just, I don't necessarily have a typical whatever sexy vibe. I don't know what the thing is. But anyway, I had a lot of stuff around that. And so if you do too, like whatever you think can't be attractive or sexy, that actually is, whether you know what that is or not, will you please destroy and uncreate that by saying yes out loud. So, we get to start receiving new ways of being around this. So why I said all that was because I want you to hear this loud and clear, that no matter what, you will be okay. No matter what, you will be okay. You can have a million bad dates. You can have, whatever happens, you will be okay. And I promise you have everything you need to flirt and engage. It's just a matter of getting some of these skills honed in and actually acknowledging what you already have, because all of this you already have. It's just that you probably haven't acknowledged that you have it. So knowing that, because the confidence is coming from there, is coming from, you can't do this wrong, you can't do it more right, you get to play, and okay, great, you'll be okay. So let's talk about I don't mean to be a downer, but let's talk about, kind of what does sort of put a wrench in the whole flirting thing that you don't need to do. You don't need to do. So one of those things is, well, first of all, how many of you are carrying around the voice of an ex or a parent or someone else in your field when it comes to dating and relationships? So anywhere where you are including the voices of exes or parents or someone else who made who you are wrong, will you please destroy and uncreate that by saying yes really loud? They're not a part of this. This is you with you. Okay. So be aware, because I've heard this even from people who have been in relationships for a while, and they're like, yeah, well, this happened, and I just hear my ex saying, oh, you're so lazy, or you're so greedy. And I'm like, why are they involved? Like, no more. You're the one that has to take them out of the picture. It's up to you to do that. And if you still have inner anger or resentment, then that's a place where you probably want to do that deeper work to like take care of your own love genius. Okay. So message me if you're aware of that, because that is something that, you might want to do, super loved or some deeper regenerating images and memory work around it. So, that's a biggie. That's a biggie. So, who does this belong to is a question that I ask a lot with my clients. It's like, if you're coming up against something that just feels kind of icky in your head, and it's just like, oh, wow, you think you're so all that, or why, or you're greedy, or you're this, or you're stupid, or whatever. Whose voice is that? Whose voice is that? Who does it belong to? You don't even need to know whose it is. But be aware. And as if you notice, just even by asking, who is this? What is this? Who does it belong to? Is it mine? Is it someone else's? Is it something else? If you start asking those kinds of questions, you'll notice a lot of it tends to dissipate, because 99% of that kind of chatter, well, it's not yours. I mean, I dare say 100. For me, I just go to 100 because it's like there's no benefit, there's no value in buying into those kinds of voices. They're not true. Okay. That will fuck up the dating vibe. That will make it harder to flirt if you are, basically hijacked by that. Your energy just goes, and then you're invisible or something else. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. That's a big buzzkill. What's the other? Well, we'll just leave it at that. The other one is sort of where we go into patterns of overwhelm and confusion. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Okay, like, take a moment, take a breath, something. Even if you just are aware of some kind of energy, something. And I say this because sometimes people get in avoidance because they can go into, I don't know, I'm so confused, I'm so overwhelmed. And that part becomes this avoidance to actually what's really happening. The same thing happens with the people pleasing. Like, oh, I'm going to get one of these fixer-uppers, which we're going to talk about tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow. I'm going to get a fixer-upper and like, oh yeah, this person has potential. I can do it. Like, look at what a hero I am. Like, finding this person that I can help. And like, any of this ringing true? Anyone been the people pleaser, the one that's done the, oh wow, this person has potential. I'll take him and see what I can do with it. I used to do this. This space is one where you can lose a lot of time. We're going to go into detail about that tomorrow because we're doing the dating diagnostic. So do not miss that. And anyway, so that kind of thing then takes you away from you. You're focusing on another person. You're like buying into that. It's so confusing and overwhelming when you actually have choices. You actually have choices to go, oh, okay. What am I doing here? And then choosing something else. Okay, so the voice in my head is worried about looking a fool. Oh my gosh, well, how much fun could you have being a fool? Like, what fool can you be for the rest of your life that is totally adored? Like, what if that's not a problem? So what if you didn't have to resist being a fool? So anywhere where you've decided being the fool you truly be is a problem, will you destroy and uncreate it by saying yes out loud? So there's only judgment attached to that. You've decided you can do it wrong. What if you can't? Let yourself be the fool you truly be. Like, I'm a total fool too. I get it. Like, it's not a problem. It's absolutely not a problem. The fool within you is the sexiest thing about you. Let yourself honor that. See it. Like, be like, oh, hey, fool, high five. How does that feel? Notice what changes when you don't have to make yourself wrong or dig up all of the reasons why you are. All of the reasons ahead of time where, oh my God, I'm going to go on this date and be a fool. Okay. You haven't gone on the date yet. Just go on the date and have some fun. Okay, so here's what we want to know. So we just talked about the overwhelm, the confusion, the like buying into everybody else's voices and then inner critics and all of that, which if you take away all that, what can you do in the space of playing into love and flirting like you? What's flirting as you? And, flirting is connecting. I mean, bottom line, it's connecting, and it's being playful about it. Like, so I'm going to give you some tips. So this is where you start writing it down. I'm inviting you to make your own worksheets for this dating camp. hey, it's free. I'm not spending a whole bunch of time making worksheets. So, but you can make one. So, what creates the radiance that then allows you to flirt? When you're feeling radiant and confident, it's easy. Like, even imagine right now, let's go into a process, closing your eyes if you want. Imagining right now, you in a room with people where you can totally just be you. Maybe best friends from college. It may be, colleagues at the law firm. I don't know, wherever you are. Maybe it's family members or cousins or whoever it is. Like, what's a space that you already know that when you're with them, you can relax, you can be goofy, you can swear, you can, have broccoli in your teeth. No one cares, like, what is that space like? Just noticing the energy of you being all of you, not editing, not holding back, not needing to try to like get it right. Receive that. And right now, just say, yes, I'm having that. Say that 5 times. Yes, I'm having that. I mean, you are that. That's the thing. Let's say that. Yes, I am 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 that. And anything that doesn't allow you to be, know, or perceive the truth of you as the relaxed, unique, brilliant being you truly be, destroy and uncreate it by saying yes out loud. And there you go. Like, there is, that's what we're talking about. Like, that energy that, clearing away all the things that keep you from that, which is what we've been talking about all week. Then what playful tone is there? So bringing a playful tone to connecting with people, whether it's online, whether it's in person, whether it's messaging someone on an app, like, choose it. This isn't something you're waiting for. This is something you choose. So if you are making it like, oh my God, this is so serious. Is this my husband? Is this my husband? Is this my husband? That is not playful. That is crazy. Okay. I'm just kidding. It's fun to do that though. That is, I hope you're laughing. I hope you're laughing. Are you laughing? Tell me if you're laughing. Like, no, we don't need to do that. That's not fun. That's how you get constipated. Yeah. So choose it. Choose. Be in that anticipation. Remember the cat lady? Choose love. Anticipation of love showing up, taking the pressure off. It's total cat lady mindset. It goes into flirting, which means, okay, what's here? So here are some tips. When you're with another person, how can you, oh, good. Okay, phew. All right. Thank God. It feels really weird just talking to the universe like this. And millions of people who are watching this in the future, who's going to share this? I want you guys to know that I appreciate so much when you, the super loved community, Reverend Lunch Lady, and all of this stuff with your friends and just go, oh my God, you got to go play there. You got to go check it out. I mean, that's how my business stays alive. So I wanted you to know that I appreciate it when you refer people. So anyway, yeah. So playful tone, really remembering you're empowered no matter what, you'll be okay. You have plenty of choices here, plenty of choices. You can't do it wrong. And then the piece where we're talking about engaging with people, like, what would it be like to, one, be aware that specifically when you're meeting strangers like that, whether it's online, on a date, at a coffee date, whatever the thing is, yeah, it's new and different. You don't know this person. You may have, made up a sort of fantasy if you've had some fun banter already. Like, be gentle, you're getting to know a person. You will never, ever, ever actually know if this person is a good person for you on a first date. Ever. Like, that is not something you do. You need to do. So I know a lot of people want to do that. A lot of people want me to tell them how to do that. A lot of people want me to tell them, oh yeah, this is how you're going to know if this is your beloved or not. And if you get on the first date and you realize it's not your beloved, then you really fucked up. Like, I would never do that. Like, this is the whole point. You can't know someone until you know someone, and that takes time. It takes time. I didn't discover annoying things about Larry until like a year in, 2 years in, 5 years in. We're still like playing with that. Like, but we figure it out, and we've chosen, we choose each other every day, and we have the tools and the relating skills to adore each other, even when things are kind of irritating. That's just part of relating with people. There's nobody who has a free pass around that. Like, you have to learn to connect. You have to learn to learn about people. And some people, you may be doing all this personal development work, and you meet someone who's sort of like stopped here, and that's where they are, and it just may not be a match, and that's totally fine. It's not a problem with them or a problem with you. It's just not a match. I say, you're picking out your socks from your laundry basket. You get a striped sock, you get a polka dotted sock. You're not like, oh my God, so bad. No, you're just like, oh, that's not a match. Yeah, that's not a match. No, not a match. Oh, this seems fun. They're matching, and then it's that kind of energy you want to bring to this. So, being playful, and you get to speak to the discomfort. So this is a really helpful tool. Say in a first date, and you haven't, even if you've been on 100 dates, first dates with someone, like, excited about it, when you're faced with someone who you actually are like kind of interested in, like, oh my gosh, I'm really excited. I'm attracted to this person. They've been fun to talk to. And maybe you feel yourself kind of starting to get in your head and like feeling like, oh my God, to name it and just go, oh my gosh, I feel nervous. And just put it out there. Oh, I feel nervous. I've had so much fun talking to you, and now I feel nervous, and I feel like I don't know what to say. Name it. I promise when you start like just putting it on the table, then you'll be free. You'll feel free. You don't have to try to compensate over the nervousness to try to be, I need to be something else. I need to be something else. Just name the nervousness and then go, okay, are you nervous? And then relate, connect through these things that may seem like a problem, connect through the complaints, the problems, the discomfort. And that's called vulnerability and intimacy. And it starts with you acknowledging it with yourself, like, oh, wow, I'm nervous, and being like, oh, we got this. We got this. We can't do this wrong. Talking to yourself. And then you can also connect it with the other person. So someone says, how do you say no after you said yes to a first meet? So I'm not sure if you're talking about if you said yes and now you want to change your mind, or if you said yes, went on a first date, and now don't want to see them again. It's really, really complicated, let me tell you. So the first one is, if you said yes and you change your mind, you say, hey, it's hard for me to share this, but I changed my mind. I'm not feeling it. Best of luck with your search. Something like that. Or, yeah, change your mind. Just change your mind. Like, people can change their mind. Just say, hey, I don't know what it is. Just, I'm not feeling it. It's not going to work for me. to go out right now, or you make up something, whatever's going to work for you. Like, it's fine. You can say, I realize I'm not ready for a relationship right now. I'm not feeling it. Best of luck. It's fine. I'm not feeling it. Nobody can argue I'm not feeling it. You don't need to explain. You don't need to have an excuse unless that works for you. But I really encourage you to just say, hey, I changed my mind. I don't know what's going on. Best of luck with your search. Done. Okay? Good. All right. So, yeah, same thing with the second date. If you're like, oh yeah, you may have, this happens a lot. You've been on the date, you are like, yeah. And they say, do you want to go out again? And you go, yeah, that would be fun. And you say that. And then you get home and you're like, I really don't want to go out on a date. It's fine. It's okay. It's common to not have the words when you're put on the spot. And there's never a time you can't go back and say, you know what? I realize that I'm not your match and I wish you great luck, whatever. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to share with, please, I know we've been conditioned as women to be like the one that has to like wait for, a man to initiate. And if you're looking for a woman, there's still sort of this masculine, feminine dynamic that can happen. So just be aware, if you are waiting for the man to initiate, or if you've decided that that's the right way, I would encourage you to throw all of that stuff out and be aware of what you're aware of. Like, what would be fun? When you are being willing to be you, how would you be in this situation if it was a good friend? So I'm saying this because I want to encourage you to be willing to compliment your date. Wow, you look really handsome. When you can give someone that kind of opening, rather than feeling like you have to be standoffish or hope that they are nice to you, hope that they're flattering before you're flattering, like, don't play those games. Do not play the games. Be the one you would like to have in your life. Be that person. Bring the kindness. Be willing to say, this is really fun. I'm so glad you picked this place. Or, you seem like a great guy. Like, even with your engaging online, that's how you flirt. You are kind. Okay. So that's going to create a space of, ease and joy and happiness. So be willing to appreciate the person, be willing to offer kind words. Don't hold back. And one of my favorite things is be interested. Be interested in the person, not to the point where you start sounding like you're interviewing them for a job. Be interested, curious, in wonder. And then, also let them talk. This is about, a sound bite and a sound bite and a sound bite and a sound bite. And you're letting that unfold. And you may discover that some people are extra shy, and just be open to that. And if you feel like they're not asking you anything or too shy, you can say, I'm curious, are you a shy person? Just ask, So, yeah. So, if you're, or if they're not coming up for air, which also can happen, you just be aware that, first of all, especially men, a lot of men aren't going to classes like this. There's a lot of really good guys out there that are really sucky daters. And I'm not saying that you need to give everyone, a bunch of chances if you already know that they're not your person, but just be aware of it. Just be aware. We don't have to jump into, oh my gosh, they're such a jerk because they talk the whole time. Like, I wonder what's going on there, and you can, play with it. You can play with it. As you're more skilled, you'll be able to say, wow, I feel like I've been, asking you a ton of questions and getting so much. Is there anything you're curious about with me? And you can do it from a kind place. Yeah, and it's fine. Somebody says so many people talk a lot about themselves, but then they don't ask questions about you. And that just may not be your person if they don't have that consciousness or awareness to do that. But in a lot of cases, you'll be able to figure that out before you get on a date. So, what are you doing to one, if your profile is very specific and really shows who you are, and you're learning about them ahead of time, and maybe even jumping on a phone call or a Zoom just to kind of get more information about how they are, then you may be vetting them out earlier than that. So so hard to stay in the play mode for me. There is a pattern of being highlighted for me about taking everything so seriously. Yeah, so you can keep doing that if you want, but honestly, you're one that can choose something different. And if you don't believe it, then start asking your body to contribute to that. Go, okay, what's it going to take for us to release the seriousness and play more? Here's a tool I can give you right now. If any of you don't have my Love Attraction Toolkit, it's on my website. Go get it. It's got a million tools. Here's one of the tools I love, which is really the energy shifting tool that I use a lot, which is, okay, closing your eyes, imagining a control panel, and go ahead and find the dial that says seriousness. Turn that all the way down. Turn that dial all the way down. And then go look at your control panel. Find the amusement. Turn that all the way up. Turn it all the way up. Take a breath. Come back. How's that feel? Yep. Somebody says, is it good to do phone calls, Zoom for a while before meeting the first time? I can't answer that for you, but I would say that I think you can figure it out pretty soon, and ask yourself, do I want to go on a date with this person? I do think there is a lot that can start becoming misunderstood if you're in this like extreme like texting relationship for a long time. Like that's not, I'm sure you're not interested in a pen pal. So, what's it going to take to get on a Zoom and see each other? After that, are you like, yeah, would I look forward to seeing this person again? Like, and then go see them if you were. Okay. Yeah. Somebody says, nah, flush. Yeah. Anywhere where you're just choosing seriousness because you think you're supposed to be this like adult. I mean, whatever it is, I do see unicorn paradigm dating as the grown-up way, because it is being that empowered woman and honoring all of you and including it all. Consciousness judges nothing, but includes everything. So include it all. Include everything, and then you get to just be like, okay, yeah, there are a lot of people who are not my people. Which ones are my people? Which ones are interesting to me? Okay, so that is our What the Flirt class. And so share with me something that you got out of that class. And I encourage you today to play with those dials. Turn down the seriousness, turn up your amusement this weekend. If you didn't have to make yourself wrong or a problem when it comes to dating, like what would be fun? How can you play with actually being interested in people? Go online, be interested in people. Like interested, follow the curiosity, follow that. Be willing to go beyond, oh, this the kind, I can only date a guy that looks like this or whatever that is. Like, go into like, who are these people out there, and finding the ones that maybe look kind or call your attention, and then read about them and see if there's something helpful in there. If you're on Match, they have some search features that are really helpful that, I use a lot with the online dating, online matchmaking stuff that I do with private clients. So that's really great. And if you've missed some of the past classes, go back. This is actually life-changing. And this is where I keep saying I'm not going to do these as free 5 days events, because, a lot of people are just going to assume that it's throwaway material, but this is not. I mean, I've had people report back after a 5-day that have, gotten dates after not having dates for years, and have met interesting people and have noticed things shifting. And then the next level is being willing to like commit to this for yourself. So if you're curious about the Unicorn Love Experiment, which will probably start May-ish, that's going to be a 6-week deeper dive into the space. And we're even going to go into some of the Love Genius stuff. So the Love Genius stuff is that below the surface stuff that can really change who you are. I mean, it actually makes you different. And that may sound scary, but the truth is, if you've been collecting failed relationships over and over and over again, and just notice that each relationship, for me, I had multiple 5-year relationships that then, like, not that I didn't gain anything from those things, but I always knew I wanted someone to grow with and create a life with. And it's like 5 years here, just doing sort of a people-pleasing thing, 5 years here with someone not available, 5 years here with someone who, and all of those, I was the common denominator. I was unavailable. I wasn't honoring myself. I wasn't aware of what I truly was and desired. So, yeah. So I'm so glad. And I'm so glad you don't feel like it's throwaway material. I just want to like really help. But I really want to underscore that this stuff works, and you play in this space, you will change your reality when it comes to your love life, including meeting your person, including all of the relationships you have. This is not limited to one relationship. Relationship is all there is. It's all there. So what magic can you be? What unicorn brilliance wants to show up today and in your future to create your love story? Anything that doesn't allow that, destroy and uncreate it. So please, 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 let's close with the Love Vibe song, okay? So, remember when we did that visualization, we just noticed ourselves, we imagined ourselves being ourselves with our friends, just being all of ourselves, broccoli in our teeth, just relaxed, swearing or making just maybe irreverent jokes. That's me. Remember that? Let's pull up that. So pulling up the energy of you being all of you. Just where was that? Was it at camp when you were 10 years old? Is it with your, favorite college friends? Is it something else? Just pulling up the you that can be all of you in a scenario. And as we're here, then begin. So get that. Say hello to that energy. And then let yourself imagine bringing that self on a date. You may notice that your energy changes a little bit. And don't make it wrong. Just notice, imagining yourself showing up on a date in front of the most luscious candidate. The person that you're like, oh my God, I'm so interested in this person. let yourself show up on the date, coming from like as best you can, transferring the energy of you to that in your imagination, letting your imagination show that. And now, or sense it. You may not see a picture, you may sense it. Just bringing in, show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Keep chanting this mantra as you allow this mantra to melt away. Any of the lies, any of the fears, any of the I don't know, any of the confusion, any of the I'm going to do it wrong, any of the like, oh my God, I'm not good enough. Oh my God, I should be skinnier. Whatever the thing is, just show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. And you don't need to even sense yourself talking or being entertaining or having charisma. None of that. Just being there. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Clearing out any of those fears, anything, getting to the space where you can be you, present in front of this person, present in the space, being interested, being in, bringing a playful energy. This doesn't mean you have to performatively do that. Bringing the playful energy, the intention of who is here, curiosity, lightness. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. And just being present with this and just, I am that. I am that. I am that. I'm having that. I'm having that. I'm having that. Just declaring I'm having that. I'm having this choice for lightness. I'm having that. I'm having that. No doubt about that. I'm having that. No doubt about that. Having that. No doubt about that. I receive love from everything. Wah, hey, guru. I'm in ecstasy with the connection to the divine. You are supported in this space. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Give it to yourself. Go there. Melt away. Be it. Merge with it. Commune with. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. This is your choice for love here and now. The sweet anticipation of knowing that your desire is destiny. What are you going to choose? What are you going to choose? What love vibe, what love genius can you address, give attention to, give care to, and what love allies can you have in and around you to continue this as you break the elasticity and move into the new reality of dating like a unicorn, being your super loved you so that you can have that super love relationship. And I've got the path for you. If you want to chat, let's talk. Let's make this a reality now. So happy you're here. Do not miss tomorrow. It's a big day. Big day. Do not miss tomorrow. That's why I save it for day 5. And I will be looking forward to seeing you there. Bye, everyone.